You know what? I was gonna, because that's what I was gonna do. Because I've had issues, well, not really issues. I pruned my world at some point, which I'm not regretting. I pruned my world at some point, and that basically meant that a bunch of the chunks got, like, rewritten because they weren't active or something. And it's honestly kind of a useful thing. So it meant, like, a chunk like this now is able to spawn stuff. Something like that. Here, F3B. That's wrong. No, it's F3G. There we go. So if we look at this chunk is fine. Or, I mean, this chunk is fine. But then, like, this chunk has leaf litter. I should not be able to get leaf litter. And so this entire chunk got reset. You can kind of tell. I'm trying to clean up some of the stuff that looks a little off, because as much as I'm like, oh, it's really cool to see, I like having... Oh, basically what it means, I should have said this, is that I get mobs that actually spawn, because my world was converted over to Java, and that meant that they were like, aha, we're not spawning anything, we don't spawn anything. But, like, this tree doesn't look that bad, so I'll leave it there. Same with this tree. But, like, the tree that looks very obviously cut off is kind of, you know? Oh, I keep doing hitboxes instead of that. And, hey, I also get free wood, so this is not that bad. It's really funny, though, because you can see, like, the path I very clearly made to whatever I was going to build over here is there. So, and there's more stuff like that. What's really funny is I noticed what was happening is it was a lot of the chunks that had the railway. There was a big railway that my friend had made at some point to transport villagers, and that's what, like, those chunks were the ones that kept in, and then some of them weren't the ones that were kept out of it. I don't know how else to describe it. So, yeah. And honestly, it's like pruned the crap out of the world, yes, but it's not a bad thing, because it meant that a lot of the things are different, and it actually fixes it. Now I have, like, a boat back here or something, and it meant that some of these other chunks just actually have animals and mobs and everything. But it also meant, like, I get really weird world glitches like this, where, you know, the beds are cut in half, and you see the bottom bed textures. And the game doesn't even classify this as a bed. It's only like the... So like you can classify that as a bed, but you can't classify this as a bed. And I destroyed one of these one time and it just disappears. Oh, there's also a ladder. I didn't know that. I did not see this last time. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, so like this whole area has like stuff cut off, very obviously cut off. And I think if I go... Because there's certain stuff that's, like, converted to... Which I think I had showed, maybe I didn't. But when you convert things over to different... From Bedrock to Java, just other things get screwed up. And then you prune the world. Like, I had already been playing on Java, and then I had Java, Minecraft itself, prune the world. But it basically meant that some of the things... Because these chunks were so old, and apparently I didn't update some of them. So if I go down here, some of these chunks don't have the bottom of the world. They don't have the deep slate layer, and they just have the bedrock. Which is really fun. So, that was one example. There's a lot more other places, too. So, yeah. And of course, I'm not going to go... Oh, look, there's a tree over there that's cut off. I'm not going to clean that up. But I want to clean off the trees that are near my base that, like, very obviously, you know, kind of look stupid.